Hello, my name is Marie Contreras and I am the proud owner of Marie C. Pet Care. Nothing is more important than my family, and my pets are part of the family in my house. For the last 5 years, I have dedicated myself to the world of pet care because I am a pet lover at heart. I consider myself an environmentalist, an animal rights activist, and a staunch supporter of the scientific research behind proper animal care and welfare. My videos focus on pet care and tips for having healthy and happy pets. I hope you stick around and enjoy what I have created for you today. In today's video, I'm going to share some tips for potty training a puppy or rescue dog easily. Potty training a puppy or rescue dog. Bringing home a new puppy is exciting. With their cute faces and burst of positive and contagious energy, how can you say no? However, owning a puppy or even adopting a rescue dog can be surprisingly frustrating and tiring. It takes time and energy, but especially patience and understanding. The first thing you'll want to do right when you get home is to enforce outdoor potty training, unless you're going to be using pee pads indoors. While this may sound like an easy task, it can be challenging and requires persistence and patience. With this definitive guide, you should have it down in no time at all. Things you will need: pee pads, a leash and collar, a kennel or dog pen, a clicker, treats, a timer, and a positive attitude. First things first, you should never train your dog with negative energy or an upset vibe, as your new puppy, and especially rescue animal, will feed off of your energy. Plus, yelling or scolding a dog for accidents can result in hidden accidents. Dogs don't want to let down their humans. You don't want to find hidden accidents later. It's not good. Now, let's go over the do's and the don'ts. Do use positive reinforcement. Animals, specifically dogs, feed off vibrations and energy. If you are upset or angry, your puppy may feel this and want to comfort you. But if you train them with hostility in your voice and body language, they will most likely lash out. Positive reinforcement builds trust and communication, which essentially creates a stronger bond. Don't punish your pup after they have used the potty in the wrong place. This develops behavioral issues and can backfire. Instead, clean up the mess thoroughly with an enzymatic cleaner designed for dog urine to completely remove the scent. Vinegar and water are often recommended, but they don't work nearly as well in my experience. My favorite is currently Nature's Miracle. They're always coming out with great new products though. After you've used Nature's Miracle, next lay down a pee pad in that spot if you're going to be training your pets to use pee pads indoors. I prefer to keep it really simple, and I teach my dogs to go outside for potty. So I won't be putting a pee pad down where they've peed. I'll just be completely cleaning it. Many of my customers, though, use pee pads, and they can be handy. If you can't take your pet out on a frequent and timely basis, if you have a specific area you want them to use, always take them to this spot, whether it's where you're going to have the pee pads indoors or if it's going to be a certain spot in the backyard. Don't leave your pup unattended throughout the training process. An easy method I have used for years to avoid accidents indoors during the training phase is to clip a leash onto the dog and clip the leash to a belt loop on my jeans to keep the dog really close to me at all times. The second I see the dog sniff, we head outside. Get other family members involved and take turns with the pet. When you need a break or the puppy needs a nap, put them in their crate. Before I had a crate, I used a large box with a blanket inside for puppies and kept the box close. Dogs will naturally keep their sleeping area clean. A crate should be large enough to allow the dog to stand and sit without being too crowded. Allow for growth. This method does 3 important things at once. Your dog will get accustomed to a leash and a crate and will have far fewer accidents. Plus, they learn potty training really fast with this method because it enables you to be very consistent, and keeping your pup close and under a watchful eye will help strengthen your bond with your new dog. Do use a non-threatening sound like a no cue. If you notice your pup or rescue dog sniffing around and just before they squat, clap your hands or use a verbal cue such as ah. The second you grab their attention, scoop them up, take them outside to do their business, and show them what you do want them to do. Once they've gone potty, use a clicker followed by a treat to mark the correct behavior. Wait patiently for them to urinate and immediately follow with a click or a treat, preferably a click and a treat. Do keep a schedule or a timer. In life, we get busy and distracted, so setting a timer for every hour at first will remind you to take your dog outside and create a routine for you. If your pup pees within that hour, set your timer for less than that. As the puppy grows, you can lengthen the time between potty breaks. Nobody wants to be taking their dog out every hour, but it's just in the beginning. While there is a long list of the many do's and don'ts, you're going to make mistakes along the way. The best thing you can do when you or your pup makes a mistake is to move forward. Stressing and obsessing is only going to create an uncomfortable atmosphere, and the process will take longer. Still, the question remains, how do you train your new puppy? Set a routine. The minute you get home, you are the boss. If you do not enforce this instantly, your new dog will take advantage of you. Immediately take them outside. You must be patient enough to allow their playfulness to ease down and stay outdoors for at least 15 minutes at a time. As soon as they have gone pee, click your clicker, followed by a treat and tons of love. Once you are inside, set your timer for an hour. If your pup hasn't gone potty, you are going to want to watch them very closely. Watch for cues such as sniffing, pacing, etc. Give your pups their own space. Dogs are pack animals and usually feel the most at home when they have their den to return to. Ensuring that you have a kennel or dog pen inside the house will teach your pup that this is their space, rather than having the ability to roam the house freely at first. Ensure that there are chew toys and bedding in their dens, so they have everything they need. For the first few weeks of bringing your pup home, there will be many changes, so having a secure place to calm down will help them ease their anxiety. Like creating a schedule for going outside, such as after meals in the morning, before bedtime, etc., you will want to create a diet schedule. Always guarantee that they have fresh water, but it's essential to set a feeding schedule. Feed them in the morning after their morning pee, at lunch, and then when you sit down for dinner if they're puppies. Adult dogs are very happy with a morning and a dinner meal. Since you're always going to be around your new pup for the first few weeks, hopefully, it's also a great idea to keep a pouch full of treats on you with your clicker. That way, when they do something you love, you can click followed by a treat. Ensure that you take them out every single time they finish a meal. This is when they're most likely to need a potty break. Praise, praise, praise. Dogs are sensitive, sweet creatures and often aim to please their owners. So praise as often as you can for good behavior. The one thing you want to avoid is praising bad habits, such as whining, jumping, chewing, and most importantly, defecating indoors. But what should you do for punishment? Easy, ignore the behavior while redirecting the habit to something more positive. For example, if they urinate inside and not on a pee pad, notice it, use your no cue, and bring them outdoors. If you are paying close attention to your new dog or pup, you will start to notice certain habits that they do right before they are going to go potty, like sniffing and scratching or pacing. Don't worry, it's a learning experience for both of you. Clean up every mess immediately. Dogs have great noses, so a quick wipe with water and detergent will not be good enough, as they will continue using this spot every time they need to. The best way to clean it and get rid of the smell is by using a good quality enzymatic pet cleaner. Vinegar mixes don't work nearly as well. Spray the solution on the area and let it sit for at least 5 minutes, no longer than 10. Wipe with a cloth or paper towel, and you're done. Walks are important. Potty training puppies and rescue dogs can be skittish at first and very hyper. One of the main reasons for unwanted behavior is lack of training, boredom, and tons of energy. If you find that your pup is frequently on the go or making a ton of accidents, ask yourself, when was the last time you took them for a walk? Getting exercise is beneficial for all dogs, as it relieves pent-up tension and stress. Dogs also like to mark their territory, so a walk is almost a guarantee that they will urinate somewhere or on something. Common mistakes and solutions. My puppy keeps peeing everywhere no matter what I do. One thing you can try, especially if your puppy or small rescue dog is litter box training for dogs. It's small enough for them to do their business and it doesn't create a huge mess anywhere else in your house. It's great for small dogs that may not enjoy going out in the rain or the snow. It isn't going to work as well for a larger dog because of the size of available litter boxes and the space in your home that it would require. Place litter boxes with kitty litter in the places that they have gone before, and always remember to use positive reinforcement and redirection and timers. If you are truly consistent and your dog is going everywhere despite this, the reason could be medical. Check them for a urinary tract infection with your vet. This happened with my border collie. She was completely potty trained, and then all of a sudden, she was having accidents. It was not normal for her, and it turned out that she had a urinary tract infection. I went out and I came home to a mess everywhere. As mentioned previously, dogs have a ton of energy. Before you plan to go out, take your dog for a light stroll around the block. Once you come home, please place them in their kennel or dog pen before you leave. Not only have you released some of their stamina, but you've also decreased the opportunity for them to run amok in your house. Why is my Pooch using his crate or pen as a toilet? I thought dogs like to keep their bedding clean. If you have a rescue dog, they may have already learned the habit of urinating in their crate due to their previous confinement at the shelter. On the other hand, your pup is still just a baby. They may not be able to control their bladder yet. What you need to do is start from scratch. Set your bathroom timer and bring them outdoors for potty training. Carry a pouch of goodies and reinforce the rules positively and calmly. Clean everything and get rid of that smell with the enzymatic solution. As exciting as owning a new puppy or rescue dog sounds, they are a lot of work and they take patience to get into a good routine. Don't let this discourage you though. Owning a puppy has its many benefits and it will forever be your best friend. The trick to a successful and respectful relationship is to show your pup who's in charge without enforcing fear and spending as much time with them as possible. If your dog can respect you and trust you, then the rest is easy. If you enjoyed this video, nudge the like button. If you would like to see more like this, consider subscribing. If you would like to read the blog or check out my new book, I'm going to leave links to them in the description. Thank you for watching.